Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Meta Rocket League, and we're immediately underway for our final game of the night. It will be YouTubers taking on Aurora, both from WA and most importantly, all from the same school as well. I'm Chris, that's Gex, and as you can see, we're already underway.
Big day for Willeton Senior High School as both the teams coming in from there. I'm assuming most of these guys have probably played against each other as a result, so this might be more of a scrim match for them, but with some results and pride on the line this time. There's a good shot. Gonna get finished. Merc Steele gets on top of that very, very well, and we've already got some good play underway.
Yeah, good stuff there from Merc to get the opening goal, and yeah, that will be Aurora taking the early lead there.
It's a good one to get, particularly if these guys are well matched. It's going to be an important point to have. There's a long shot just wide on that top right corner of the goal there. Merc will be able to clear this out. Gazzo can continue the attack, and it's good to see a little bit more back and forth already. These two teams seem more evenly matched.
Yeah, indeed. Fairly even so far in the first few minutes here, but we are slowly starting to see Aurora just trying to get another goal, and Merc, so a nice little back tap there. We'll be able to pick up the second, and well, we might say it's even, but the floodgates might just be opening shortly here, Gex.
Yeah, used the rear end of his car to just get a shot all the way across net. What an angle that had to be for that backboard shot. Really good way to start this from Merc Steele. Both goals looking good so far, and might be a standout player for the match. We'll have to keep an eye on him. However, might get shut down here. Gazzo is in position, but the backflip will not help him. It will get sent off of the backboard. What a save by Miraculous. Ventral Ray might be able to get it, but he can't bump Merc in time. There will be another shot. It's sitting right on goal line, but Trix will pinch it out off the post.
Yeah, just get it out and gets it out in time, but yeah, that could have been huge for YouTubers, but they're still behind now for the current moment. It is still 2-0 as Miraculous sets it up for his teammate, but he sends it too high. Ventral's too close to make that a play, and well, now they might just get counterattacked here as Flex Q nearly sends it in, but Miraculous able to just get the save off in time, so that would have been disastrous for YouTubers to take the seat of that third goal, but able to keep it at 2-0 for the moment here, so we're not done with just yet.
I thought there might be a response goal there as well as that attack turned around. Ventral Ray, maybe another player who needs a little education in how to turn as he was backing up into goal there, but nonetheless they have held them off for that third goal yet. However, Aurora do seem to be pulling away as much as this is definitely a closer game than the others we've seen tonight. A good demo there on Merc to keep the dangerous player at bay as it gets set up again. Trix is available, there's a shot, but it's going to go slightly wide and come off the post.
Yeah, very tough one to get, and he just couldn't get it. Trix X, so very unfortunate for him, but Merc might be able to just low that one in. It's cruising on the line, and well, his stage just couldn't finish it off. That's once again yet another goal just going wanting there for Aurora, but they still have that 2-0 lead here. But maybe just like in our last series with Punch Bowl, maybe they should have had a fair few more goals already. And well, 2-0 scoreline right now compared to what it could be like what a 4-0 gets. Definitely having the same vibes.
So looking at shots taken, this is still far more even. That's a big miss there in the midfield. YouTubers really need to get on top of this. But Ventral Ray seems to probably be the least experienced of the players here, and they're going to have to make as good use of him as they can if they want to get something away here. Ventral Ray, another backflip there. It's going to come off the post. He's definitely getting into the right positions, and I have to say his rotation is probably better than some of the other players we've seen tonight. However, just that little bit of lack of mechanical experience here has cost them a few touches so far.
Yeah, a few touches just stopping it, and oh, excuse me, just having a little bit of a cough there, but Yeah, as I was saying, those few touches that might have just made a difference as getting to 40 seconds here. Miraculous, nearly own goal, or saves the, or could have been an own goal for his teammate here, but Merck still once again tries to set something up. Yazo Law get to the tricks, but I don't do too much about that one there, so ball just floats to the side, but with 20 seconds remaining here, looks like game one might just be done and dusted here, so yeah, looking good for Aurora in early on in this best of 3 series as they look to try and make this another quick series to end us off tonight.
Yeah, absolutely great start from Aurora, but I've got to say I do see promise from YouTubers as well. They do seem to work fairly well as a team. Consistent rotations. If they can break away and get out into their opponent's side of the field, I do feel like we will have a match on here. But you also have to consider that these teams may be quite cold right now and need a little bit of warm-up time. We may see different teams going into the second round, and that may mean that we see an even bigger blowout from Aurora, or it could see YouTubers even up even closer in this matchup.
Yeah, I'm trending towards the former, to be honest. I mean, Aurora had a lot of shots that probably should have just grazed in, but didn't go that way. So yeah, that's unfortunate for them as players join up here, and they're joining up on the wrong side. There we go. Everyone's fixing it up now, and there we go. That could have been disastrous to a hot minute, but anyways, all the players are now onto the correct side. Game two, we have to get back underway here, and well, let's see if Aurora can clean things up and build up a stronger lead, or YouTubers can rally and force us into a game 3.
There's Max Steele coming through again. He is probably the player to watch right now if you're the YouTubers particularly. You have to get on top of these players fast. Tricks kicks, a great setup though. Gazzo, just an awkward position, reverse momentum. He had to get out of that and sends himself past the ball. However, it is eventually saved away. Now a good 50 comes into the midfield for YouTubers, looking like an opportunity for them to open with a goal here maybe. Miraculous sends it forward, flex,
Right.
nearly own goaling. That's a very tricky one.
Yeah, that would be a good way to kick off game 2 here for the series of leaders at the moment here. Because I can't really do too much of the opportunity gets to him there, so the ball just goes wide. Flex now. You can just try and keep control here, but for the moment, it's going to be Miraculous Media just stealing the ball from underneath him and just putting in the early goal.
Yeah, and that is the first goal this series out of YouTubers, so it's an important one for them to get. 1-0 up in the series as well. A minute into this as well, so, you know, slow start, but oftentimes if you can get one that late and be holding the lead, you're in a good spot for this. I gotta say though, I feel a little bit sorry for Trix because I'm feeling like he's probably facing a similar problem that I do. Is it Jix or Gix? I'm sorry, I have no idea.
Yeah, no worry, Gex, but I was about to say Jax, but I screwed up the joke. You hate to you've trained me too well, my friend. Vengeful Ray sends that one wide, but he can't follow through. Miraculous in a good spot to try and convert, but he'll send it wide as well. Merck Steele, after getting a few good goals early on, has quieted down a little bit here in this second game. Obviously, those first early goals were in the opening game. Right now, he is just a tad quiet here as Aurora look to try and just end this off as quickly as they can for 2-0, but they're starting to struggle here up front. They've really lost that momentum they had early on in the first game.
It's a good little read by Miraculous off the wall there. Gets it out to the midfield. What a passing play in. Bagazzo misses it by millimeters. That would have been one of the better passing plays we've seen tonight as well. Definitely seeing what I was talking about with YouTubers just seem a lot more warm right now. Venture still probably the weak point on that team, but he's really making himself of use, just being in the right position, putting that pressure onto Aurora, and it seems to be working very well. Merck Steele getting bumped out by his teammate as he came through for that ball there, and now it's Aurora actually facing the issues of rotation here. A little bit flex, gonna get demoed away, but Vengeful Ray just a little bit hesitant on going for this. Probably a good thing, but can't get the save either, so you know, it's a tough one to decide on. However, the game is evened as a result.
Yeah, and that was a nice little heads-up play there from Merck. He'll knows he loses control, so he does a smart thing, blocks off Gazzo Law from stealing the ball away, and well, no one really approaches him afterwards, so he gets a good attempt to send it in on the near side, and he does so. So, last goal there from Merck Steele to get the equaliser, but 2 minutes remaining here, both teams having claims to either get this game to a game 3 if you're YouTubers, or if you're Aurora, ending it off with a 2-0 right here, right now.
Ventral Ray does get a little touch on that ball, but it's not going to bring the possession back to YouTubers for a moment. That's a bit of a runaway. Tricks isn't going to make it in time, and YouTubers go back up by 1. This is a very good opportunity for YouTubers, and we may see our full game 3 for the first time and the last time tonight, as this is our last match.
Yeah, he might do so, but yeah, had to feel from Merck there. Just, well, he was doing the right thing, as that ball will be saved out of a pinch, but as I was saying, Merck just very unfortunate touch to give it straight to Miraculous, who was waiting there, and well, Miraculous just got the perfect line in, and yeah, there was no hope of anyone saving what was a very unexpected goal. So YouTube was back in the lead now, with 1:20 remaining here for Lex, looking to try and equalise, but he just can't get past the defenders at the moment here. Bit of a bump there from Gazzo's team. Yeah, that deserves to be punished. That was a double clear and a half, that.
Speaking of bumps, Gazzo actually received a little more power off that. Flex and Merc both look to possibly have that, but they've just interfered with each other. That little tiny bit of movement opens up the gap, and YouTubers go up by 2 points. This is so close that I don't know if I see 2 goals coming out of this. Aurora's going to have to push hard now, and that actually may even open up more opportunities for the YouTubers if they're pushing out into that aggressive spot and leaving their defense open.
Yeah, well, Aurora, as we said earlier, just really starting to lose a mojo here.
Oh!
Nations has, that would have been amazing if Miraculous got that in, but he doesn't. And that just really goes to what I was saying, is a Merc. Well, he immediately defunks my point there, as he gets back down to 1.
And Merc and Miraculous here are both kind of competing for MVP right now, by the looks of it, actually. Miraculous has definitely shown some mechanical ability, but Merc's reliability when displaying the same sort of mechanics seems to be just that little bit higher. That's a big pinch off the kickoff. So close, a tiny bit wide into that post. And the YouTubers maintain only that 1 goal lead with 30 seconds left. There is still enough time for Aurora. They have to strike fast though. Vengeful Ray, one of the best touches I've seen out of him tonight. That's a great ball for him. Pushes that forward. Finally, there comes the pass, and Miraculous Media will put a 3rd away as well.
Gets a hat-trick to secure game number 2. It forces us into a decider here, but yeah, as I was going to say, Miraculous has really been king of rotations in the second game. He's always been in the right spot. He's really kept his opponents at bay and really just kept them stuck in that defensive third for a heck of a lot of time. And well, if he can keep that up in game number 3, that's definitely going to be 1 foot in the door for YouTubers to pick up a 2-1 win here, as he just gets a 4th of good measure.
Yeah, and you know what, I've got to give it out to Vengeful Ray here. I said earlier that he was looking like he might want to have been one of the less experienced players on the field, but I also said that making good use of him could get them the win here. I really think that has been the case. Vengeful Ray, while mechanically might not be one of the better ones here, has been put to use. His positioning has really created openings even when he's missed the position that he's forced Aurora to be in to cover the possibility of touches. Really opened up that field, gave them the opportunities, and Miraculous was just able to over and over again make use of that and put them away. That is a great way for them to get to game 3, and with teamwork like that, they may yet take this series.
Yeah, they can just keep building on that teamwork, giving Miraculous a lot of opportunities to just get those possession plays going and really keep Aurora in the dumps a bit. That's definitely going to put them into a good spot to win here. But yeah, Aurora really struggling from what we saw from game 1, where they got the few goals early on and then not able to just hold out that lead. This second game, they weren't able to get the early goals and they were always on the back foot. So we'll be looking to try and lift as we enter this final game of the series. So let's see if Aurora can come back or if YouTubers will get the reverse lead.
Yeah, I think Aurora is definitely the more skilled, technically, team. However, they can't underestimate their opponents. They're going to have to take this as if they were playing the best right now, because YouTubers are working as a unit, and that's going to be a big thing. If Aurora can fix their rotational mistakes that we saw last game and make sure that they cover those long shots, those lower possibility shots, I guess, that's when they're going to be able to come back into this much more strongly.
Indeed, as once again, it caught me sneezing there. Gex Trix looks to just try and open up a play, but Gazzo just knocks him back there. Merc's still waiting in the wings though, but eventually Gazzo takes the ball out and he's going to look to try and set something up here. Loses control, but he actually brings it back. Where's his teammates? Miraculous has to go into reverse here as Flex quickly steals the ball away. He's going to have an attempt, but I actually think his teammates say that there. That is a yeah, Trick saving the attempt, and well, for Aurora, that could have been a massive boon for him to get the early lead, but well, bit of a team rivalry there, might have got it, but yeah, there we go. Trix finally gets it in there and gets the opening goal maybe about 10 seconds late.
Yeah, he's just correcting his own mistake here. He said that one should have been in, let me just fix that. Puts in just under that crossbar too, well gotten too, especially with YouTubers, all three were available in goal, but a nice shot to put that past them. Can't blame them for really missing that one there.
No, you can't, as Gazzo, Gazlo, sorry, just takes the ball out of the half once again, looks to just try and carry it forward here, but no teammates to back him up. Benchway actually been in front of him there, so he has to make a long rotation back. And he picks up the ball now, but Trix looking to immediately take it back here, gets the center to Flex, but less of touches there. Sends it back, Merc looks to try and carry it forward, and well, for Aurora, they got the early lead once again here. So they've sort of been the same boat as they were in game one, but just one goal down from what they had in that first. So let's see if they can hold it through here, or maybe even get that second goal and put them in a spot where it makes it a bit too hard for YouTubers to come back.
Despite the early mistake there on that first attempt at goal, I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of Trix. Big, high challenges on his opponents, and most of the time he's winning them. Those 50s mean everything in a game this even. Only one goal in it. If they can continue to win them, they will come away with the possession and possibly more goals as a result of it. Not if Gazzo can get in front of it like that, though. Well taken pass from Miraculous will result in... Wow, what a pass that was from Miraculous, actually.
Yeah, huge setup there to get it perfectly to Gazzo Law. Miraculous doing work, not only in getting those goals in as we saw in game 2, but he's even setting them up now, and that just gives YouTubers a bit more flexibility with how they can play this. So, more positive signs for him here, but they're still equal, and Trix and Flex here looking to try and get another goal, and both of them unable to get any meaningful momentum onto the ball here. Merc now sets it up for his teammates, but Flex has to hit the handbrake, and he's able to get back in time to convert.
Got quite a lot of power on this, considering he was just on the handbrake. Got around to that really quickly, actually. What a turn on that to make that happen. I don't think that the YouTubers were actually expecting him to get to that at all, let alone make it a shot, and made the shot he did. Now Aurora up by 1 as Merc puts it off the backboard. Flex will go up, but it's going to go wide as Trix tries to center that again. There will be nobody available for that except for Vengeful Ray, who chases it upfield again, making use of himself very well there, actually setting this up for a great attack. But Flex gets it past, one from Merc. Miraculous has it covered though. Merc maybe should have stayed and tried to read that in, but it's going to go away now, and YouTubers have one chance left at this, really. With a minute 40 left on the clock. 100 seconds remaining in this as Gazzo gets behind it. Merc challenges and sends it up high. It's going to come down to Miraculous. Puts it away to the side. Merc out to the center. Will reach Trix, but Trix, big miss there. Vengeful will send it low, but it's just going to keep going back and forwards in this midfield.
Yeah, no one able to get closer than that just for the past minute or so. Here is Merc. Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been really bad, but luckily for Flex. Ventral wasn't expecting it, and this could just result into a goal here. Flex has to get the final touch, but he gets interrupted from the side. Ventral eventually clears it out in front of the net, and well, that was an interesting 15 seconds or so of play there, as no one able to convert. Merc brings it back to the midfield here, gets it to Trix, back to Merc, but he can't find the final touch here. Flex now just pummels it out of his own half here, gets a second touch, might just be enough to get a shot off. No, Miraculous will pick up the ball in time. Trixo, he goes for it, he gets a 2-goal lead, and that could just be enough for Aurora.
And you know what the difference is here? It's exactly what I was talking about. Aurora has fixed their rotational errors, so even if they miss, they can set up it over and over again. This time, they didn't even need to. They got it first time, first shot on target, and past all three members of the YouTubers. Aurora, when firing on all cylinders, might just be too much for this YouTube team.
Yeah, it might just be a little bit too much.
Oh!
Miraculous sends it on the near side. He's not done with just yet, so this could just be the start of it. I want to clear comeback here for the YouTubers with 30 seconds remaining. They will need to be lightning quick off the kickoff, however, because if they allow Aurora to pick up the ball for even a few seconds, that's just going to be crucial time burnt off the clock for him.
Max Steele looked like he was kicking himself for that one as well. He was putting himself in the right position. That's a runaway. Gazzo has to get there before Murky does. It's going to be an even scoreline with 19 seconds left. I did not think we would see this many goals come out in the last 30 seconds of the game. It's going to be a very, very close call, but everybody just absolutely playing to their max right now.
And once again, it was Miraculous just coming in there with the perfect touch to get it out of, well, where most of the players were just in front of his own net. No one else in front of him apart from Gazzo Law, and he's able to get that equaliser. Well, that could just be it there as Merc flicks it up, gets it to the net without anyone else touching it, and, well, he regains the lead, and that could just be enough for the blue side of Aurora to take the win here.
Yeah, I would venture to say that Merc Steel has a lot more experience in 1v1s than most of these guys. That is a 1v1 skill through and through. These flicks from Merc have been deadly, and he will get another one off the kickoff. His 50s working well for him there as well, and what a great setup. Kickoff, it will secure this game with 4 seconds left. There is no possibility, even with a kickoff goal, YouTubers cannot make it back from this 2-goal deficit.
Yeah, it's been good stuff there from Merc to get those final few goals. Well, just secured himself the MVP there as time ticks down. The ball hits Terra Firma. Aurora confirmed 2-1 victors here in this battle in WA. And, well, they had to do it the hard way, but they were able to do it eventually, Gex.
Yeah, it did take all members of Aurora firing on target as well to make that one work. It was quite the effort put out by the entire team. 5 goals, 2 by Merc, 2 by Trix, and that middle scoring player there, Flex, getting 1 as well. Really, really worked well as a team, which was probably the downside for them from the first, from that second match there where they lost out to take us to our only 3-game series, and has done very well.
Yeah, done very well indeed. Just before we go, MVP for that series, I think we're in agreement. Merc Steel?
Who, sorry?
Merc Steel?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Merc Steel had the mechanics, had the 1v1 skills to bring that forward, and Merc Steel doing unbelievably well.
Right, that's all sorted. And with that, thank you very much, Gex, for joining us tonight. And thank you all for watching today. That's where obviously we are going to have to leave things off, but we'll be back next Thursday at 5 p.m. AST for more Rocket League here from the Meta High School League. But until then, I've been Chris, joined by Gex and our producer being in the background as well. Thank you all for watching and have a good night.